Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We've been having a very interesting conversation with our very own Mr. Opeifa, because Dr. Opeifa, we know you, we know the action, and the ladies are trying to chip in their questions because we feel like, it's not that we have you like this. Let us get everything out, you know, but...
We see the passion in which you're telling us about this railway,
yes,
and we're quite intrigued, we're quite impressed. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate customer experience and satisfaction?
It depends, like in every customer experience. It depends on the gauge, I mean, the line you're talking about. I would put it as 7. But at that 7, to me, it's not good enough. Customer experience should be nothing less than 10.
Okay.
And that's when you talk of, because that's the art of every service delivery. If your customer, if one customer complains, then you are off, because you don't know how many are quiet. So for every person,
where's the gap, and what are you doing to cover up that gap?
We have to reposition. We have to reposition. We need to revitalize, and we need to also consciously communicate with the people that this is the minimum. We are writing new standard operating procedure. I will tell you straight away. There has been none that you can look to. So we are rewriting it. We are recreating it so that the staff will know their responsibility. Then the customer too should know his responsibility and is right. I don't want to go into some of the experience. Sometimes the customer too expects so much and they get not that much. So, but whichever way, they must know the minimum that they should expect. And our staff must give them. We as a government, as a people, as a corporation, must make sure we strive to give 10. If it now falls to 9, you know you are getting close. The 7 to me is not good. The customer experience for now is not where we want it to be, but not that bad.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And I must say, you have a sweet mouth. About this, you make it sound so good. Well done. Thank you for the good job you're doing.
Thank you.
So, sir, as it is in our case in Nigeria, sustainability is one big issue. So I'm wondering, are there plans in future to have private individuals, international stakeholders partner with you guys, one for investment, secondly for sustainability, and then for maintenance? Looking at maybe examples of the BRT buses, some of these things come up, and then you see that after a few years, that's all. So these projects are laudable, but do you think it will be possible? Because I know that if individuals get into this, the prices might go up at the end of the day for the common man. But maybe maintenance would also jack up, and then we can have it for a longer period of time. Then we're not talking sustainability fear. Would that happen at some point?
Okay, you've asked me 1 million questions, but let me put it this way: that the Nigerian Railway Corporation, as it is now, has qualified, capable men and women. Even though they say there are no women, they call the women iron men. They say they are stronger than the men. Now, they have capable men to maintain, if they have the resources, equipment to do it. And we've seen what we did with Wari Itakpe when we had multiple. We took off, we took about 20 days. Within 4 days, those guys were ready. But we felt we should give them more time to do. That's number one. On the maintenance aspect, we don't have enough redundancy. If we have enough, like assuming we have 4 movements and 1 is on reserve, we don't have that. So we are working at extra strength. And what we do is to now create a day or an 8-hour period where the men will devote all they can do to maintain. On the issue of PPP, yes, a lot of our responsibility have been private sector driven, like the ticketing. We don't handle ticketing, except for the local ones. For all the 3 main lines on the standard gauges, is a private sector driven. And they are top-notch companies. And they're doing well. So when people talk of racketeering, I try to tell them,
it's not government. It's out of your hands,
we relate with them, we can see the dashboard, but they are doing their best, and other smart guys too are trying to outsmart them. Then also in terms of security, apart from where the police, we have our own police command, apart from where the police, the civil defense and the military are involved, all other security are private sector back. They are local vigilante. We have all these security companies, Nimbus, Codrum, so many of them. In fact, major part of our expenditure after diesel comes from security. Cleaning is private sector done. All the cleaning is done by these SMEs and the rest. They are doing their best. We're trying to raise up their standard. Then so many of the things we do are private sector. The ones that we do ourselves is the maintenance, which we also have private sector involved in the maintenance. All the supplies are private sector driven. Sometimes when we need cranes beyond, we use private sector. Then for operations, we handle that. For safety, 50% private sector, 50% they're using a lot of technology. People keep saying, why don't you put it? Even in South Africa where they have electric. I was there a few weeks ago, they said they're still stealing cables. And it's just a matter of attitude and perception.
One final question from me. One final question.
It can't be final. We still have time.
Okay, how accessible are the information about railway services to the public? Like how where to get tickets? Because someone called me, if I want to go to Ogun State, how do I go from? I say, okay, I haven't entered before, but I know there's one around Ojo Elegba, Joshua side. So how accessible are this information?
It's like the Montessori education. We have to be more visible. We're doing our best, but we can do better. We have a website, nrc.ng.
Functional website.
One. Oh, very, very functional. You also have for the tickets is nrc.ng/tickets or booking. You'll get it there. And all the three different booking companies also have created apps. Just go on the Google, what do you call that? It's
three booking companies.
This app generating App Store for either Android or iOS.
Play Store.
Just type Nigerian Railway ticket, you will see some of these things come up. However, the information part, we're not doing that well. We are working to now bring the younger guys. We have some young guys who have not been tapped. We're trying to bring them in so that they can handle the social media. And you don't see really that much of social media.
I've never seen it.
It's as old as the organization. They will bring in the young guys now. But you will see that we are now showing some level of presence on the social media, and people are communicating. So for the ticketing, now the problem is with those using Apple, iPhone, and we've been working. I don't think they have that much in Lagos, but they have it a lot in Abuja, Kaduna, Sabi. Lagos' own is demand and supply. The spaces are limited. So if you book when everybody has booked, then Abuja, Kaduna has problem of iOS. The alternative is for people to use the web form. But whichever way, what we see at our own end is seats are fully booked. So we'll get the money. So when you enter the train, you see an unoccupied seat. It doesn't mean that you didn't get paid.
So where are they now making money from? Like they buy it off the website and they hope to sell it at the point of entering.
Less than 5%. That's less than 5%. Those are the ones I said they are yet to give up. But what we do now is that you do double checking. So that is also going below 5%. Because you do double checking like you do. And if you go to a station, you take a ticket and you just put it on the scan, it will show your face. So once it's not the same face, they push you out. The idea thing is to arrest you, but how many are we going to arrest? So, and that's a distraction to us. So what we do is to let them, we'll start arresting if it needs to do that. But it has gone down.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break now. When we come back, I still feel like we need to address some safety, security discussion, because a lot of people feel a bit scared when they are approaching the thought of a long distance, isolated parts of the rail transport system. When we return on the break, we'll go more into the conversation. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.